peoples, hope you're doing well today. Welcome to the Down Under Bricks channel, and today we're doing a comparison, a face-off, a battle, if you will, between Lego and Mega Construx. And to put us on a level playing field, we're going to have a look at their takes on Viking longboats. Now, long-time viewers of the channel know that I'm a huge lover of Lego, but that doesn't mean I haven't dabbled in the odd Mega Construx set. In fact, I've been building the odd set back from the Mega Blocks days when I built some Halo sets, and I have to say that they have come a long way since then. Now, the materials and the clutch power do feel a little foreign to a Lego builder, but it's still a satisfactory experience. Now, I know there's some rabid Lego fans out there that would never touch a Mega Construx set. But if you've been on the fence and you've thought about it before, hopefully this video will give you some insight to whether you should go ahead and tempt a Mega Construx build. And at the end of this video, I'm going to try and pick a winner. Now, straight off the bat, I've never really thought about it before, so I'm just going to go through and have a look at each one in this video, and at the end, I'll give some things that I don't like and I do like, and I'll see if I can pick my favorite out of the three. So first up, let's start with some information on each set. Now, we're going to start on the right hand side, which is the newest build from Lego, and it is set 31132 from this year, 2022. It's the Viking ship and the Midgard Serpent. It has 1,192 pieces and 4 minifigs. In the middle, we have the Mega Construx Pro Builder Viking Longship Raid. Couldn't find what year it was released, but I do believe I've had it for a couple of years now, so I'm going to say it's either a 2019 or 2020 release. It has 995 pieces, so around 200 pieces less than the Lego build. It is set FPH88 and comes with 6 micro action figures. And on the left, we have the oldest set here. It is from 2007. It is set 7018. The Viking ship challenges the Midgard Serpent. It comes with 6 minifigs and is 578 pieces. Yes, that is correct. It is the biggest ship out of the three, but only has 578 pieces. So we're not going to focus on the minifigures today because it's not a fair comparison between the Lego minifigure and the Mega Construx micro action figures, because the Lego minifigure is just trying to be a basic minifigure, whereas the micro action figures are exactly that. They are tiny little action figures that have a lot of articulation. Now, it was very hard getting these 3 ships into my little studio setup here, so you are going to see me go off the table a little bit here with the camera, so please forgive me for that, but let's get in and take a closer look. So we'll start with the oldest, the smallest piece count, but the largest build of the 3. Now, the reason we get such a large ship from a small piece count is because of the hull. Now, the other 2 builds, the hull is all made up of individual bricks, whereas the hull on this build is made up from 5 large pre-molded pieces that are just clipped together. So where this model does make it up in size, the small piece count means that there's not as much detail in this build as the other 2. The Dragon minifigure is fantastic on this build. I really love it. And again, it is made up from a large molded piece. A big chunk of the pieces has gone into the ballista, which does look awesome. One of the realistic aspects of this build is it has working oars, although I think it would take more than 6 to propel this ship. But the true wow factor of this set is this huge cloth sail, and it really does look amazing. And on display, it's a real eye catcher. Now, these longboats should have a rounded profile from bow to stern, And you can see on this Lego model, what does flare out on the bow, it then is just dead straight down the sides. You can see inside the hull here, plenty of room for minifigures. There is just lots and lots of room in here. We get very nice printed shields. These things look absolutely fantastic. I really love what Lego's done here. The design on these is just top notch. We get a little hanging prison here on the back. We actually get a higher deck here where the king can get up on top here and oversee his boat. And the stern here, detail, some nice detail there. We have a very small covered area where some cooking is taking place, cooking up some chicken. We have a keg of ale. See if I can get in there a little better. There's our keg. Of course, you can see the oar ports down the side. Rotisserie, working rotisserie. Little stash of golden gems back here. And just a look at the mast from the rear. And you can wind the cage up and down. So we're going to stick with Lego, but we're going to jump to the latest release and the set with the most pieces. Now, after looking at the last Lego set, this one is a little bit lackluster with this tiny sail, but where it lacks in sail, it makes up in detail. Now, diving straight in and taking a look at the hull, you can see where the piece count has gone. There is a lot of pieces gone into the hull of this ship. Now for detail, stacks of detail. Like I said, a working ballista at the front here. We have more detail around the front. The bow is absolutely superb. The figurehead, the dragon figurehead, just looks awesome. Lots of nice detail in that. A lot of nice design to get the angles. If we have a look down the profile, I mean, that just looks beautiful, doesn't it? That is very good. Now we do have some shape coming out the side, and we do get a representation of a curved section down the side, but it's really just used by building up bricks. If we look down the line here, down the inside, it is just dead straight. So a little bit of an illusion, but I do appreciate the attempt. Now the sail, again, brick built sail, where the other two are cloth. Being brick built, a lot of weight into it, a lot has to go into be able to support that sail, hence the smaller size. We do have these awesome ravens up the top. They just look fantastic. Brick built shields down the side. We have a covered area, a bigger covered area in this build compared to the last Lego set. Again, we've got a bit of a cookout happening, and we have the rear of the ship, the tail of the dragon, and just having a look over the top here. It's a very, very nice ship indeed. Lots of nice rigging. Here we go with the Mega Construx build. This is the smallest ship of the three, but again, packs a punch with detail. And it's a more real world detail. Have a look at the number of oars on this ship. Very realistic to a ship this size. We have cloth used for the sail and the covered area, and both of those can be retracted. So you can retract the sails, you can pull up the covered area and have the whole ship open. And as we come in close, man oh man, does this ship look fantastic. I said real world detail. Have a look at the printed pieces on the figurehead here. Look at those almost like carvings in the wood. I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. Well done, Mega Construx. Beautiful shaping at the front of the ship here too, to the bow. Beautiful shaping here. Very nice shaping to come up and around for the figurehead as well. Not as much detail in the figurehead as the previous Lego build, but still very well done, very realistic. This is the take from Mega Construx, just very realistic in what they do. Have a look at these printed shields down the bottom. I love the printed shields of the old Lego set, but I think these are even a touch better. They really are amazing. Now let's go back to the front and take a look at the profile of the ship. Now have a look at this. We actually have a realistic profile. Very hard to show here, but we do have a curve out from bow to stern, and it's not just on the outside but on the inside too. Let me try and get in there a little bit and show you how the pieces are actually shaped out and around. Very clever indeed. Very well designed this build is. And if we take a look down the side here, now this does look fantastic, doesn't it? And again, that beautiful printing. Take note, Lego, beautiful printing on bricks. Very, very cool indeed. Nice shape here and around for the tail. And if we try and get a little bit of look inside, very tight inside, not a lot of space in this one, so it is quite cramped. We have some holding bays here, some little cargo we can get in and store some goodies in there. Realistic looking crates, and the little seats here, we have little seats to sit on to row the boat. If we have a look, it's again more realistic rigging. So we have pulleys, we can wind this up and down, it's hitched on down here. We have a rudder as well. Have a look at this. We have a working rudder. Very cool indeed. I have to say, we are very spoilt for brick built Viking longboats. Doesn't that look amazing? Now just want to show you where Mega Construx have left no stone unturned when it comes to accuracy. Have a look underneath this build. It is all rounded off with tiles and slopes. How awesome is that? Now I think it'd be cool just to get a random opinion, so I'm going to get my wife and my son in and we'll see which one they think is the best one out of these three. Alright, which one do you think is the best out of these three? Which one do you like the best?
One of these two.
One of the end two?
Yeah.
So either the big one or the one on the very end closest to you. So
I think
the
I
one
like
on the
the one
left.
on the end.
The one on the left?
Yeah.
Yeah? This one?
Yeah.
You like that the best?
I do.
So what makes you like the one on the left more than the other two?
I like the one on the end because of its shape. I like how it's more rounded and curvy. That's
Okay.
what does it for me. Even though the sail isn't probably as good as the other one, I think it just, its shape makes it look.
Looks a bit more realistic.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Alright, thanks darling. Alright son, I've got 3 ships here, okay?
Yep.
Which do you like the best?
Okay. Okay, so I like this one.
You like the one in the middle?
Yeah.
You like that the best? Why do you like that one the best?
Actually, I actually like, this one because it's got like a more of a like realistic sail.
Realistic sail. You like
So
the big
these
sail?
ones are just like, that one's good, but that one's just actually made out of Lego. That one's cool, but this one's like actual.
You like the
like-
big cloth sail?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also
alright.
it's a big sail, so it stands out, makes the boat stand out more.
It does. It
And
does.
so with the boat, it's pretty big, so it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
That's it. Yeah. See ya.
Okay, well, there we go. That was very interesting. My son picked the big one in the middle, and my wife picked the Mega Construx. She didn't even know that was Mega Construx. So, very interesting, isn't it? Just from observation. Now it's my turn. Crikey, this is difficult. And I have to say, I love all 3. And if you want a Viking longboat in your collection, I recommend any of them. But before I give my pick of the bunch, because honestly I still have not made up my mind, let's just talk about a few things. Let's sails. Best sail. Well, the best sail's definitely the old 2007. I mean, that is one impressive looking sail, isn't it? That is a thing of beauty. I also like the Mega Construx, a little bit more basic, but doesn't quite have that same appeal as this big one in the center. Best detail. Well, this was pretty interesting, this one, because the Mega Construx is packed with detail. This has got some great detail in it, and so has the new Lego one. I really like this design, this layered plate design for the front of the hull. I do like the smooth look of the Mega Construx, so it's very tough, but with the brick built shields and the brick built sails and all the detail that's gone into the figurehead, I think I'd have to give best detail to the new Lego model on the end here. Best figurehead. Wow, very difficult again to pick because I love all 3 of the figureheads. I think they all look fantastic. Very hard to pick one. What I have to say is, being brick built, out of the brick built figureheads, I do prefer this Lego one from the new Lego model. But my favorite figurehead is this big dragon head here, this molded piece. I think that looks absolutely fantastic, very scary looking, and it just really suits the size of this ship and the sail. I love its big menacing presence. Most impressive on display. Well, again, I'm gonna have to go with the old Lego set here, simply because of that sail. When these 3 are on display up on the shelf, this is the one that stands out, simply because of the sail. So from across the room, that's what you see, and it's not until you're getting closer till you appreciate the detail that's in these other 2 builds. And the most accurate or realistic definitely has to go to the Mega Construx build, and that is basically the big difference between Lego and Mega Construx the way I see it. Lego is still based on a more toy appeal, it's hard to explain. Whereas the Mega Construx has definitely gone for a more real world feel. Almost a more mature look, if you will. Now, as for my favourite, well, let's start ruling them out. And again, this is a very hard decision for me to make. And I will take out the new Lego model on the end there, the new ship. I just feel there's something about these two that just appeal to me more than this new Lego build. And when it comes down to it, again for this one, it's just the sheer size, the audacity of the build, the sail, the figurehead, the whole thing just looks absolutely fantastic. And when you're talking about real world and realistic detail, the Mega Construx has it in spades. So who's going to take it? Well, man, this is so difficult because I have to say I absolutely love this. This thing on show is just amazing. It just looks great. But when I look through the hull and I see all the open studs and the lack of detail, it definitely brings it down a notch. So if I'm going to have to pick a set from a builder's perspective, I'm going to have to go with the Mega Construx Viking Longboat. This thing is a work of art. So, who would have thought that I would have gone Mega Construx over Lego? Holy dooly, I can't believe it myself, but it's awesome to see. I love it. I love this competition. I just wish Mega Construx would push Lego even further, because I think Mega Construx are doing some fantastic stuff alongside of Lego. So doesn't matter what you're a fan of, it's all brick built, it's all great fun. I hope you did enjoy this video. I need you to tell me what your pick is. Now that you've had a close look at all three, what direction are you swinging in? Please let me know in the comments. There's no right or wrong, it's just what you prefer. So let's have a chat about it. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, of course. And if you want to see more boat action, I've got some pretty cool stuff coming up. And if you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But a big thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.